Hello, today I'm going to walk you through the proper Chromebook collection procedures, including how to properly have students clean their device, how to check for any damages on the device, how to properly bag and store the devices in the totes, and how to take care of any damages should they be there. So let's go ahead and get into the first step, having the students clean their devices. So if you'll have the students open their device, the first thing you're going to want to do is take the case off of your device. The easiest way to do this is by taking the bottom hinges of the case, these two, and popping them backwards at the same time. This is easier to do if the screen is tilted a bit towards you, so you can pop those out. And then the top also just pops off. The bottom of the device, similar thing. The part closest to the screen, you just pop those out, and then you can lift the device out from the rest of the case just by popping it out. You can set the case off to one side for now, as we're going to clean the device first. So you'll want to just take one of your wipes and clean the device. Now, cleaning the device isn't just wiping it down. You need to also make sure you clean what's on the device. Some devices will take longer to clean than others if they have more stuff stuck to the device. This one has a bit of crusty stuff on the bottom from just build up from stuff under the case. So you want to take the time to make sure you actually get the stuff out and not just wipe over it. You want to make sure you clean the edges of the device as well, not just the back and the front. Our goal is to get these devices as clean as possible for the students using them next year. Okay, next we'll want to open the device. You want to make sure you clean off the screen, the hinge around the screen, and the keyboard and mouse area. For when you're cleaning the screen, you want to make sure you keep your hand around the area you are cleaning so you're not pressing on just the screen, as that can cause it to break. You want to make sure you clean the actual screen to make sure there's no sticky stuff or anything on it, no dust, nothing. And then after that, you just clean the keyboard off. After you're done with the device, you can set it off to the side and pull the case back out. You'll want to make sure you clean the entirety of the case, the inside and out, to make sure there's nothing left inside of it. After you've wiped both the case and the device off, open the case like so on your desk. You can now pick the device back up, have it open, and you can slide it in, matching this top corner with the top of the case, this bottom corner with the bottom of the case. You should be able to just click it in. Make sure it's even all around, and click it in. The top of the case, you'll do the same. Line up the top corner of the case with the top corner of the monitor. Again, this is easier if it's tilted slightly towards you. Line up both sides on the top and click it in. Then click the bottom in, click the other side in. Be sure not to put your fingers on the screen and only on the hinges, otherwise you risk breaking the screen. And now your device should be clean and ready to hand to your teacher for them to inspect for damages, so then it can be bagged and stored for the summer. Teachers, after your students have cleaned your devices, they need to bring them up to you and have you check them for damages. You need to check them, not the students, to be sure no one tries to slip any damages by you. The first thing you'll want to do when you're checking for damages is open the device. Turn it on, and make sure that the screen lights up and it turns on and it's working properly. After doing that, you'll want to make sure you have a Chromebook charger plugged in near you that you can use for all the devices. Plug it in, and make sure this light turns orange. Then you'll want to make sure your keyboard and mouse works, so try clicking on the enter your email box and typing something. If all of this works, unplug the device and hold the power button until it shuts down. You can now close the device and put it in the bag. On screen now, I'll add some pictures of common damages that happen that are easy to miss or overlook. You want to make sure that these devices still get reported as damages. Whenever there is a damage, you'll want to fill out a Chromebook damage form. You need to fill this out, not your students, so then we can be able to read the damage and understand what's wrong with it so we can fix it accordingly. In the next section, I will show you how to bag the devices and add them to the tote. The damaged devices will be added to the tote differently than the normal devices will. So you'll want to make sure you watch the whole video before skipping ahead. After the devices have been cleaned and checked for damages, you are now ready to bag the devices. To do this, simply take one of the bags that you have, open it up, and slide the device in on one side. You want to slide it over to one side of the bag so you have the other part empty for your charger. You can now slide the charger into the bag, and then you can seal the bag, and it is now ready to go in the tote. For any Chromebooks that are damaged, you'll have to fill out a Chromebook damage form. You simply fill out the date, the student's name, the asset tag number. The asset tag number is the number found on this white slip under the barcode. Give a brief description of the damage: broken screen, broken hinge, keyboard doesn't work, mouse doesn't work. Just give us something to go off of. Then you'll take the slip and put it into your bag device. Leave it on top of the Chromebook to where it is easily visible, and seal the bag. You will set the damaged devices off to one side to be put on top of the tote. You don't want to stack them in with the other devices, so it is easily seeable for us to see, so we can grab it during the summer and fix it before new students get in the building. Teachers, as you are collecting devices from students and putting them in the tote, you'll want to make sure you fill out this form. You'll find your name, your room number, and a list of your students right here. When the student hands you the device, you'll want to check, did they return their Chromebook? Does it have its case on it? And did they hand a charger in? If it has so, check mark it. Exit, fill it in. If they did not, leave it blank. If there's a damage, mark that as well, and leave a note. Just say, broken screen. Make sure you are the ones doing this, so they are marked correctly and no one tries to mark that they returned a charger when they didn't. Go through the whole list. Student comes up, mark, return their Chromebook, return their case, return their charger. And that's all you have to do. When it comes to placing your bags in your tote, it's very simple. You just take your Chromebook with the charger in the bag and place it in with the charger in the middle. Then you'll take your next one, place it, Chromebook, charger in the bag, place it in with the charger in the middle. And you'll be able to stack these up to fill your totes. When you stack up all your devices that don't have issues, take any devices without a charger. Add them on the top so we can add a charger to the bag. Any devices that have a Chromebook damage form filled out because they are broken or damaged in any way, add those to the top. Still stacking with the same motion, chargers in the middle, Chromebooks on the outside. This will allow you to fill your tote up and have it ready for us to collect at the end of the year. Then, after your tote is full and stacked with all your devices, take your collection sheet and place it on top so then we can easily find it and look at which students didn't return cases, chargers, or Chromebooks so we can take the appropriate actions. Afterwards, set them off to one side in your room, and that's all you have to do for your Chromebook collection for this year.